Sir, if you're gonna ruin my carrot, at least take it with you and enjoy it. Sir.
May's little garden.
Hey. So, today is another very nice day. It's a little, it's hot. It's summer. But I wanted to start showing you guys around my garden. I have a very small plot of land, but it's mine, so I love it. And I want to just start showing you guys around. So first thing we're going to do is on my deck, I'm not going to be showing you my green stalk today. Today we're going to be, but it was on this deck at one point. Right now, all I have on this deck is one grow bag that is growing my last little thing of potatoes. I did 2 grow bags of potatoes. I harvested one. Yes, I harvested it early. Yes, it was delicious. It was probably the creamiest potatoes I've ever eaten in my life. And I went and bought a bag from my local big box store, and it was spindly, long ass things that when you go on here, people say like, oh, these are not good to grow potatoes. They grow potatoes just fine for me. I'll probably try to, I think it's called chitting. I don't know. I'll probably try to do something of that nature to one of these potatoes or an organic potato I get from my grocery store and see if there's anything different. But I just planted 2 potatoes, so that's just chilling here on my deck. But for the most part, my only thing growing outside of that potato bag over there is this here. Now, I had all those plants on my, I said all of that to say I had all those plants on my deck, and what happens is I live in outside is nature, right? So there's lots of birds. You could probably hear them chirping, singing their lovely cute little songs, enjoying their life. And they just started eating probably pretty something, probably a male bird trying to bring food to a female bird to impress her. I watched him pull a carrot out, and I said, never again. And because we were making eye contact, he watched me get up while I was inside. So I was really not even that close to him, and he dropped then the carrot. So he didn't even take the carrot. He saw me, flinched when I got up, and dropped the carrot and flew off. Sir, if you're gonna ruin my carrot, at least take it with you and enjoy it. Sir. So what did I do? Within 2 weeks, I got enough wood. And we already have this chicken wire because we had ended up buying an ungodly amount for the we have chickens. So when they were chicks, we had them in our house, and so we needed this for that. And there was just a lot left, so I didn't have to buy the chicken wire because I've had it already from the prior year. I bought some wood, and I jerry-rigged this thing together. Oh, and then I got a staple gun, okay, and some staples, and I jerry-rigged this thing together. And then 2 weeks after that, I managed to get a handle. So let's go ahead and check out what's in here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It really wasn't that hard to make this in terms of complexity. However, it did take me a while because I did build it by myself, and it is most definitely not perfect. What it is though is doing what it needs to do. So in here, I have a bunch of grow bags and some pots. This is a plastic pot. I know some people have things against plastic pots. I will not be getting rid of anything anytime soon. Eventually, I'm sure I will grow to have, I really want those nice, every gardener on YouTube seems to have those really pretty round, like oval-esque, slightly raised beds, and I definitely want I really want 2 to 4, so I'm sure next year I'll grab about 2 to 3 of them next year. But for now, these are doing just fine, and I'll probably still use these. I'll use these grow bags until they quite literally, I'm sure, just fall apart. So this is one of these 2. This plastic pot, and I think that's a clay pot over there, is one of the first things I purchased a few years ago, so I have had these for a few years. I just planted this out and that. So in here, so I have sticks here, and it was 4 to 6 inches that I was supposed to plant space-wise. So they are kind of close this way, but they are in fact 4 to 6 inches this way from each other planted, and 4 inches this way and 4 inches this way. So they should grow okay. We're gonna see, of course, and if I'll be able to, I think, take it out if I feel like it is a bit too much, but I think it'll be okay. So I have here purple bush. Oh, these are the purple bush beans. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these 3 are purple bush beans right here. They should be germinating within the next 4 to 5 days, everything here. So fingers crossed. And then I have golden beets. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 is just golden beets. And then I have the rattlesnake pole beans. I am about to order. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about doing this. I'm gonna, of course, wait till they rise, and then I'll probably stick sticks in here because I'm about to order them off of Amazon and stick 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then tie them together like a little hut teepee thing and see how that goes. I also have mesh that I can tie to that will be able, they can trellis even better up the poles and stuff like that. So I'm super excited for these because you can eat these beans and raw, but you can also dry them out and save them for soups and stews and stuff like that. In this one I have broccoli. I just planted this out not that long ago. I should say replanted. A lot of these things had been planted for other things before, but are replanted, which is why they have such little growth currently. In here, this has the most growth because this is the oldest planted in this for now. This is a pepper plant, and these are beans. This pepper plant will end up having this grow bag entirely to itself, but I find that, listen, within 3-4 weeks, I'll probably pull out this green plant. Let's say 4 weeks. It's already growing as you can see, the beautiful flowers that will then turn into beans, the string beans, the long beans, and I really enjoy these plants. I just pulled out from my green stock a couple of these plants that were just super prolific. I got like 4 harvests out of it, so I just had to toss 2 more in there, just trying to use up that space while this grows so it doesn't feel completely useless. This is guys, in here is a strawberry plant, and I planted, I believe, some cucumbers in here. I think I have to label that because my behind be forgetting, but I have a video of it, so I'm not that stressed. In here is the dino kale. Okay, so there's technically only supposed to be 1 in here. I think I planted 2 seeds, so hopefully they both come up and I can see what it do. And over here is broccoli as well. There's 2. As you can see, they've already sprouted. Am I being extra because this is barely 1 square foot and I have 2 in here? Yes, but we shall see. I do intend to harvest one a little on the earlier side so the other one will get to grow fully. I hope something comes out of that broccoli because I tried to grow cauliflower. It never headed, and I just pulled out another cauliflower and realized that there are 5 freaking caterpillars dug nestled in deep. So I'm gonna have to keep checking on my poor little babies because these bugs is crazy. I know we all just trying to survive, but madness. This is nothing because it's not even enough dirt, and this is absolutely no dirt, but I love these. It comes as a 3-pack, so I need to go get like so much more dirt because I want to plant all of them out. But it's literally a square foot each square, and I just felt like that was freaking awesome. This is a pepper plant that I literally cut from another pepper plant, and it died. And then I just cut off the limbs, and then look at this new growth, guys. Like, this is all new growth that wasn't here before, so I think it's gonna be fine. And I will move it into my greenhouse if necessary, which it probably will be, in order for it to grow its fruit before it starts getting cool here. I'm not mad at it. Don't look at this nonsense over here. I went and replanted some chamomile to see if it'll head, because I feel like I've perhaps planted too many in one space. So we'll see what comes of this, but what's primarily in here is another pepper plant. So it has its own square foot. Now, the next 3, I'm doing a little experimentation just to use up space, guys, because tomatoes and pepper plants take so long to become something worth anything. So I have here these beets I put in place. They're just randomly, I threw them in there and they're just starting to sprout. There's more beets here, there's another one here, there's one right here, I think this is a beet, although it's not right, so I'm unsure. This is another little beet right there. because this is a tomato plant, and this is a pepper plant, and this is another pepper plant, and this is a bean plant, and then these are carrots that are in here with this. Yeah, I know it sounds insane and it sounds super extra, but I did some of that in my green stalk and it had worked out okay. So I think it's gonna work out even better because there's just more square footage obviously here. Here goes another, looks to be a beet plant that's gonna come up as well. I'm super excited for this because the beets, I don't harvest beets super massive, so within, I'm gonna say nonsense maybe, but within 50 days maybe, this I will be able to harvest, maybe even 40 days, I don't know, we'll see. I'll be able to harvest the beets, and this will just have started probably flowering. Just like I said, to try to make me feel like each square foot is not a massive waste right now, if that makes any sense. And I'm probably gonna toss, what's gonna grow quickly? I'll probably look and see, oh, maybe some radishes around that tomato plant, so that within a month, not even, I think I have a 25-day radishes that I could plant in there, and I can harvest that well before the tomato plant Vanessa is ready. But yeah, oh, that's basically it, and I can close this, and now it is protected. I have had no issues with anything. So like I said, it's not super pretty or super extremely well done, but it is sturdy, and what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna end up, or I might even have my husband do it, taking this off and saving this probably like in the basement somewhere, and then getting I literally talked to my husband about it this past weekend. I forget what it's called, but the like the little plastic pipe things, you guys know what I'm talking about, and connecting them to make like a hoop house so that it'll have higher height, so these plants can continue to grow, and get the green plastic to wrap around the whole thing and put over the hoop part so I can grow well into the fall, because it gets very chilly here due to the wind more than anything, I feel like, because when the wind isn't winding too heavy in the fall here in, I think I'm 6A, it's really not too bad in the fall, and a lot of plants will grow, especially like, you know what I mean, like the broccolis, carrots, I feel like beans would even grow. And I'm gonna get the 6 mil plastic, so I don't know, maybe the tomatoes and stuff will continue producing because they'll be big enough, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to see how long I can extend my growing season, and supposedly you can add go 200 miles south for every layer of plastic you grow on here, put on over plants, right? So one layer would put us, what is 200 miles? I don't know. I'm gonna say nonsense. It's Virginia, I don't know. Long story short, it just gets warmer and warmer. So if I feel like, oh no, I want to try another harvest, and I put, like, I move my tomato plants whatever into the polytunnel, and I leave lower plants like beets, carrots, broccoli and stuff, I will mess around, and yeah, the hoop house will have it, but then I'll put another layer like right on across the bottom part of the hoop and see what happens with that, like underneath this, like right here. And then on the inside, oh, so maybe I will layer the inside first, so then I could layer the outside and then make it even warmer in here, because I'm gonna do a lot of experimenting this year just out of curiosity with the growing limitations I have here, because I did actually, funny enough, real quick side story, and then we'll wrap up this video. I went to a local like planters area. They have a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh, I really wanted a fig and a lemon tree, but $200 was insane to me, although the plants were growing in front of me. Like, I saw the lemons and I saw the figs on the tree, so I'm gonna try to look for maybe a smaller one and then let it grow out and see what happens, because that's super awesome. Anyway, I saw the lady grabbing dirt, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you like planting stuff? She goes, yeah, just more plant dirt for my vegetables. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a vegetable garden too. You know how like a lot of times people are just nice, so you know, they end up getting a conversation with you. And she was like, oh really? I was like, yeah, I actually just built a polytunnel. I saw the light in her eyes immediately. I love that stuff, because obviously not everyone knows about all the hobbies. And she's like, you did? And I was like, I mean, it's not, I don't have the greenhouse plastic yet on it. And then I showed her the pictures and stuff, and she was like, yeah, I do. That's like a real polytunnel. I have like a little fake one, and I just kind of throw the plastic over the top, and it grows like a month or two into the fall, like good like plants. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, so I should totally do that. I bet yours is gonna last even longer. And I was like, I hope so. I hope so, because that got me excited. She said she literally grew throughout all of fall her carrots and I don't remember. There was a couple plants that she said that just throwing the plastic over it made it grow all throughout fall and like most of her winter. And I was like, that's insane. And she obviously lives close by. So that was really cool to hear. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video. Let me know, have you built something like this or bought something like this? I would say this cost me, it's a little hard because I had this already, and I always was like, when I watched videos, would be like, they just had random things that just somehow were just chilling in their home, and I was like, really? What are you doing that you just have all these things that it only cost you $40 to make? But because I had this, I believe this chicken wire was like $30. Everything probably came out to under $120. So maybe around the $100 price range to make this box, and it is pretty big. I would say it's about 4 foot by I'm long, no, maybe 4 foot, around the 4 foot by 4 foot. It's like a square. So I mean it's not, I don't know, it is quite sturdy, but it's not, I don't think it's gonna last forever and ever. And I did not put any of the oil or whatever on here, so I do need to do that before it gets too cold. Anyway, look, this is just the first part. I'm going to show you guys my polytunnel in the next video, and I want to talk about some of the actual plants that have been successful for me, because I do have some pictures and videos in another video. So please don't forget to hit that like button. I am a new gardener here on YouTube and in life, you know, just trying to feed my family in a way that is as healthy as I could be without, you know, spending $500,000. Hopefully I see you in my next video. Bye bye.